what's up everybody? I'm Charlie. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing y'all how to make my homemade cast iron skillet cornbread from scratch. Now, this is a new and improved recipe video from when I recorded my 2015 video for Southern cornbread. Okay, now there's a difference between the northern cornbread and the southern cornbread. The northern cornbread tends to have an equal balance of cornmeal and all-purpose flour. It has more eggs, it has more sugar, so it's really sweet and cake-like. Now, the southern cornbread tends to have more cornmeal, it has little to no sugar, less eggs, so it results in more of a dense type of textured cornbread, quick bread. Now, this recipe calls for about 10 or more servings of cornbread, depending on how you slice it. Not only is it dense and moist and lots of butter, real buttery, but it's absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here's all what you'll need to make your cast iron skillet cornbread. Let's get started with our ingredients. You'll need some yellow cornmeal, all-purpose flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, baking soda, salted butter, buttermilk at room temperature, and large eggs at room temperature. To bake your cornbread, you will need a 10-inch round cast iron skillet. And there we have it. Alright, let's get straight to it. We're going to get started by preheating our oven to 400 degrees. We're going to add the cast iron skillet into the oven while we prepare our batter. So let's get started with that. In a medium-sized bowl, we're going to add 2 cups of yellow cornmeal. And to that, we're going to add a half a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. Now I'm going to take my spoon and I'm just going to give this a quick stir. Now you want to make sure you stir this really well to make sure all the dry ingredients are incorporated. We're going to set this on the side while we prepare our wet ingredients. So let's get started with that. In a separate medium-sized bowl, we're going to add 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk at room temperature. Make sure you get a spatula to get the buttermilk into the bowl. And to that, we're going to add 1 1/2 sticks of salted butter melted, right? I'm just going to add that in there. And 2 large eggs at room temperature. Now I'm going to take my whisk and I'm just going to stir all the ingredients together until combined. And make sure you stir it really good. Okay. It's looking pretty good so far. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take our wet ingredients and we're going to pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. Now I'm going to take my spoon and I'm just going to stir all the ingredients together until combined. And that is it. Our cornbread batter is now ready. Now at this time, we're going to remove our cast iron skillet out of the oven. Now we're going to take some salted butter and we're going to spread that along the bottom and the sides of the skillet, just as you see here. And now we're going to pour our prepared cornbread batter into our skillet. Make sure you get a spatula to help get some of that batter into the skillet. Alright. And at this time, you're going to shake your skillet slightly. This is going to make the batter even. So let's bake it. We're going to place this into a preheated 400-degree oven. And we're going to bake this for 20 minutes. This is how it looks before. And this is how it looks after. Nice golden brown. Now we're going to go ahead and remove our cast iron skillet cornbread out of the oven after baking on 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Now toothpick inserted into the center of the cornbread should come out clean. Alright, here I have some salted butter. And we're just going to spread the salted butter on top of the cornbread. Just go all around the top of the cornbread with this. Wait for about 5 to 10 minutes, and from there the cornbread is ready to be served. Now who wants a slice? I'm going to go ahead and show you how it looks. Man, oh man, look at how wonderful, moist and buttery that looks. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Homemade Southern Cast Iron Skillet Cornbread, made from scratch by a New Orleans native. If you like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. You can also check out this recipe as well as all of my other recipes. Go to www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook and on Instagram under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's taste test is coming up next. Can't wait. Now it's time to go ahead and take a bite. Love cornbread, especially when it's nice and buttery. Boy, I tell y'all no lie. This cornbread is the fruit. It's really good. It's moist. It's slightly dense. Wonderful butter flavor. Buttery, buttery, buttery. It's not sweet at all. This cornbread is so good. It's perfect if you have dishes. It's good to go with dishes like red beans, butter beans, black eyed peas, cabbage, collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens. Really, really good. I'm telling y'all, try the recipe. You can even take this and make cornbread dressing with it. Oh. So, give it a try. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And until next time, have a good one. Peace. Y'all can taste the butter in this.